the new document for today, the Derech Chaim.
26th of June, Rabbi Furst, Pierke Avos.
Thank you. As we said, good morning, this is Rabbi Shlomo Furst here. So there's someone else here, Shalom here of Zoom. This is our first year. We're learning Pierke Avos, the fifth parak, the 18th Mishnah. We're learning today, starting fresh with the Maral Miprag, Derech Chaim, his commentary on Pierke Avos. Okay, very good. Let's start right with the new document. And yeah, who would like to do some reading to begin with to start with today?
I'll take a turn.
Okay, very good. We'll go ahead if you like.
Okay. Kol Mizacha Es Harabim B'Kulei. So what is Hamizaka?
Anyone who gives knowledge, anyone who benefits the public.
That's right, benefits. Anyone who benefits the public, kula, etc. Yesh lish'ol ta'am devar zeh shemei shemi mizacha es harabim ein chet chata ba al yado. There is a basis for asking why the reason for this thing. Shemi, that the one.
Yeah, very good. Right, the person that good.
The one who benefits the public, he will not sin. Or sin will not come upon to his hand.
So basically,
why not?
Yeah, I mean, what's the connection? So okay, a person's doing a very nice thing, is Mizaka the Rabbim, but a person could get a lot of different benefits from helping the general public. Why should this be the one particular? Well, there are other things also that might be accruing to his benefit. So what's the connection that this particular thing is so credited to him that he'll be protected from doing a sin because he's involved with helping the general public?
Okay. We call shechein seifa de kamar ki ha mechatoi es ha rabim ein misap mispekin biado lasos teshuva lama himna pasach hateshuva bishvil Chatoi es harabim. Okay, so Mikol Shekain in any case.
No, of course, even more so there is to ask. Meaning, we're asking. The first question is, why is there a connection between person being Mazak Esarabim and he won't have a opportunity to have a sin come to his hands? So Kosikain, we can ask the same thing. What's the connection that if a person who is Machti Esarabim, he caused the public to sin, why is it that he won't have the opportunity to do tshuva? Even more so, we can ask what the connection is between that.
Okay, so even more so we can ask from the seifa of our brisa, one who causes the multitude to sin, it's not Sufficient?
Yeah, he will. Ema speaking biyadullah so teshuva. They won't have an opportunity that he should be able to do tshuva.
He won't have an opportunity to do tshuva. Why? What's yimna?
Why is he prevented, right? Lama liyimna pesach hateshuva b'shvil sheichat Israel. Why is it preventing from having a opportunity pesach hateshuva, an opportunity to do tshuva because he's caused the rabbim to sin?
V'od, and furthermore, kasha she'amar acherav Moshe zacha v'zika es harabim zechus harabim talui bo Yirvaam ben Nafat Chata v'hachatoe es harabim Chata harabim talui bo. Wow. And furthermore, when one could ask that it says about others, Moshe benefited the public and the merit of the public was associated with him, and in the case of Yeravam ben Nevat, his sin was a sin of the multitude.
Well, Rabbi ben Nevat Chata, he sinned, and he caused the rabbim to sin.
And he caused the rabbim to sin.
Yeah, but so again, just one point that Va'od Kasha, and furthermore, there's another question.
Yeah.
Amar Acharav, that it was said afterwards, meaning that further on in the Mishnah, the rest of the Mishnah, it said Moshe was Zacha, Moshe was privileged, Vizach es Rabbim, and he gave benefits to the Rabbim. Zechus Rabbim Tolibol, and the merits of the public are accredited to him. And Rabbi ben Nevat Chata, he sinned v'chet Rabbim Tolibol, and he caused the public to sin, and the Rabbim's sins were credited to him. That's just a quote of the Mishnah. He's just quoting the Mishnah now, and now he's going to write that. He's going to tell us what his question is on this.
Right. Havale the Meimar Gam Kain Kol Mi She Mizcha Es Harabim Zechus Harabim Talui Bo. There is to say also similarly, anyone who causes benefit to the multitude, the benefit of the multitude is associated with him. I'm sorry. V'ha mechatoi es harabim chata harabim talui bo. And if he causes the multitude to sin, their sin is associated with him. V'od ma anin ha'ma'amar hazeh lama shelefanav. And furthermore, what is anin?
What's the point of this mimer that has to do with what the Mishnah that came before it? What is the point of this statement? From that which comes before it. Which is a separate question. This question is, there should be some type of connection between the various statements in the Mishnayos. So when we're another Mishnah, there should be some logical connection between the two Mishnayos.
Right. Okay. All right. So basically, we're asking a bunch of questions here.
Right. We actually, I think if we count them, we have 4 separate questions. Let's just review them. The first question is, what's the what's the reason that a person is mezakeh the rabim, he won't have a chet? And the sefer, since a person is machtis, I mean, causes rabim sin, why is it because of that he won't have a chance to do tshuva? Those are 2 questions. V'od kasha she'amar acharav Moshe zacher v'ziches harabim zukus harabim tolibo Yeravim ben Nevat chata v'chites harabim chet harabim tolibo Havi leila meimer gam kain call me. It should have just said, I think he's asking, why is it that Moshe Rabbeinu was singled out here, and why is Yeravim then not singled out here? It should have just said, right? Call me shemizach es harabim zukus harabim tolibo v'chakti harabim chata the rabim tolibo. Why did it have to mention? I think the question is, why do you have to mention specifically Moshe Rabbeinu and Yeravim then Nevat? That's the third question. And then the fourth question is, what is the logical connection between this Mishnah and the Mishnah that came before it? Okay. Let's begin. Ida Hesber.
Okay, so just to summarize what you just said, the first question is, why is it that one of the benefits the public cannot sin? Second question, why is it somebody that damages the public cannot do tshuva? Third question is, why are we mentioning Moshe and Yeravam and contrasting them? And the fourth question is, what's the connection between our Mishnah and the previous Mishnah?
Right. Very good.
Okay, I think I got it. Kavar ha tivar the mala etzel yafeh sha'a achas b'tshuva v'kulei. Okay, kavar already. Heat ba'ar. What is heat ba'ar?
It has been explained.
What?
It has been explained.
Explained. Above. Concerning the beautiful hour.
But it's yuf. It's better sha'akas b'tshuva. It's better That's a Mishnah. I believe it's in the fourth parak. Let's see. Well, I'll locate it for you. And if you want, it's probably worthwhile to take a look at what it says there. One second. That we learned that I believe I'm going to try and specifically find. I believe it's in the fourth parak. That yeah. If you look in your Mishnayos, if you just want to review it, it's probably worthwhile us reviewing. It's in the fourth parak, Mishnah Yud Zayin. I want to refer back to that.
Mishnah Yud Zion.
Yeah.
Parak 4. Okay, Yud Zion is going to be 16. Here, Rabbi Judah said, careful about study, for an inadvertent error in study is tantamount to an intentional sin.
No. Your numbering might be a little bit off.
Yeah, Lou, try 22.
22, okay.
It says Yafesha Achad.
There, that's very good, right? That's good. Very good.
Okay. He used to say, better, finer is 1 hour spent in repentance and good deeds in this world than all the life of the world to come. And better, finer is 1 hour of spiritual pleasure in the world to come than all the life of this world. So 1 hour of repentance in this world compared to pleasure in the world to come.
And it doesn't mean literally an hour. It means a moment in an event or a moment of tshuva in this world.
Right. Right. Okay, so our quote is tshuva. We're talking about the tshuva in this world.
Right.
The tshuva in this world is better than everything in the world to come.
Correct.
Okay. Ki hatshuva shayich dafka be olam hazeh b'ma sheha'adam ba'olam hazeh chamrei gashmei. So, because repentance is shaykh is appropriate, specifically in this world, and with what can a man in this world Chamre Gashme is physical possessions.
Physical matter, because he's physical matter. Tshuva is relevant to this world in the fact that a person in this world, he's physical matter.
Right. Oh, okay. Mipnei she'ha'adam ba'olam hazeh gashmei yachol lishnos es ma'asav ki ha chomer ba'al shinui. Okay, so and because a person in this world is physical, he's able, what is lishnot?
To change.
He's able to change his actions because because the physical, his physical possessions, he's able to change his physical possessions.
Well, because ki ha-chomer ba'al shinui. A person, while he's in this world, which is physical, he's able to change his behavior. Ki ha-chomer ba'al shinui, because chomer, physical matter, is something which is malleable. Some physical matter is something which is changeable.
Aval olam haba mipnei she hayu shehava nivdal kamo sheha tivar lemala ein shaykh bo tish hish tanos lo mi tuv the ra below mean ha ra the tov. But in the world to come, because that he is what's nifdal?
Separated.
Separated.
Mm-hmm.
So in the world to come, he is separated. I guess he's separated from the physical.
Yes, correct.
Like it's like shahat tiva'er. What is shahat tiva'er?
Has been explained above.
As has been explained above, Ein Shaykh, it's not appropriate, bo for him, shitanos. What is this word, hashitanos?
It's yokelishtanos. It's able to be changed. It can be transformed. Here, it's not possible to transform it.
Not possible to transform it. Lo mitov, the ra, not from good to bad, below mean hara latov, and not from bad to good.
Right.
It's impossible. Once you get into the world to come, you can't change things.
Right. It can't modify. Can't be modified in any way.
He has shinui, who the geshem gasham ule os hagishamei lo al hadavar ha nivdal. Because a change to the physical and the strength of the physical is not something that you can distinguish.
Right, because the Shinui modification, Shinui change, modification is legeshem, v'kuchosa b'gashmim. Modification is something which is characteristic of something which is physical, and those physical um, powers, energies, physical powers or energies. Lo el davar ha-nivda, but not to something which is nivda, which is spiritual, spiritual.
Spiritual. ומפני זה תבין כי המאמר שאמר כל הנסחה אס הרבים אין חטא בא על ידו. And because of this, Tavin is to come.
And Zed Tavin, and because of this, Tavin, understand.
Because of this, understand that because of the saying that is said, all benefits to the public, there's no sin in it for the person who does the benefiting.
Right. With this, we can understand the statement, Shomer, that said, with this understanding, with these assumptions, can understand that anyone who is Mazaka the Rabim that benefits the public, a sin will not come to his hands. Why? How is that?
Why? Ki hachata he Adam hashtanos shehu mish mishtane mitov l'ra, because these sins
since we're actually sin, since sin,
because a sin of a man what is hishtanos?
Hishtanos, it changes him, it alters him. Stana mitoiv l'ra, that it transforms a chet, the sin transforms a person, that he's changed from mitoiv l'ra, that he's changed from being toiv to being raw.
Okay. Can we summarize this paragraph, please?
Yeah, sure. We want to explain that based on what we said, Maral said and taught us earlier in the previous Mishnah, in the fourth parak, that the Shah Achas Ba'olam Hazeh B'Ma'atshuv and Ma'ashin Toivim is worth more than all of Olam Haba. Why? Because tshuva is specific and limited to something which is in this physical world. Because something which is physical is able to be changed, because that's the nature of physical things. The nature of physical things change, and therefore, when a person's going to do tshuva is a force which will change the person, right? So, however, when a person's in the next world, when they're in the spiritual world, there's no change anymore because it's no longer physical, and therefore there's no change there. So therefore, tshuva is not possible. It's not relevant, and there's no potential tshuva in the olam haba. So therefore, now with these assumptions, we can understand what it means when it says in our Mishnah that anyone who is mazaki the rabbim ein chet al yado. Because why? Because when a person sins, that is going to make a change in a person from being a situation of good to being in a situation of wrong, of bad. So that's something which is, as we've been mentioning, in only possible in this physical world, and therefore the chet which is being avoided through the person helping the general public, that's going to avoid that person undergoing any change from tov the wrong. Therefore, the fikach. Now he continues on.
The fikach amar shekol ha mizakeh es harabim ein chet ba al yado. Therefore, it says that anyone who benefits the public, sin will not attach to him. Ki harabim haim klal aleph. Because
I mean klal echad. I mean it's one group. Klal echad, one group.
The public is one group. Ve'ein shenui l'davar hazeh, and you cannot change something like this. Ki hashinui hu l'davar mitzad parti. Because the change is something that's on the side of prati is specific.
Yes, so something specific, right? Meaning the robbing is something which is a klal, a general group, and the general group is not. It's not changeable. It's not changeable. Change is only relevant, only possible for something which is a specific, a detail, rather than a generality or a group.
Aval haklalim haim omdim v'lo shayich b'zeh hashtanos sheharei lefanecha ki ha-partim mikvalim shnei shenui utemura v'haklal have omeid lenetzach. Okay, so but the group they are standing.
I mean, like they're established, right? They're established. The kolalim, the generalities or the groups are established.
And it's not proper in this.
Hishtanos, and it's not applicable any change Hishtanos. It's not applicable to change. They're not able to change.
Okay. Shaharei Lefanecha Ki Hapartim Mikablim Shinui Utemura Bahaklal Hu Omeid Lanetzach. So, but this group is established, and it's not proper for this to change that we see before it, since what is hapartim?
Hapratim are the details, or actually like the individuals. You have the klal, and you have the klal, which is the generalities, and then the pratim are the individuals. So you have the klal, which is the group, and you have the pratim, which are the individuals. Right? Every group is made of individuals, right?
Right.
So you have here, like he's explaining, a klali, meaning the groups came omdim lo shayech hishtanos, that the groups, they are established, and it's not possible any change. Shai lefenecha, shahari lefenecha, because they are there in front of you. Ki aprati mekablim shinui. It's that the individuals are what receive the changes with Tamura and exchanges. But klal hu omid lenetzach, and the klal remains eternal. That makes sense?
Yeah. Except that the individuals in a group changed, doesn't that mean the change, the purports the group has changed?
Well, I was thinking along those lines as well. I think it's like this, meaning you have the general group, and there are aspects to the general group which obviously give the group its uniqueness as a specific group, right?
Right.
So the group to remain that group has to maintain constantly, without change, all those individual details of its existence, right? But the individuals of the group, even though they're part of that group and therefore bound also to an extent all the various different details of that group's uniqueness, right? Nevertheless, the individuals they can in fact change, but the group itself will not change. I was thinking that for usually let's take this as a muscle. You have you're probably familiar in one way or another with the periodic table of elements, right?
Right.
Okay, so let's say we have gold, right? You have gold, and gold is essentially different than silver. Okay, they're both metals, so they have certain general characteristics together, right? That they share, but they're different in certain specifics, right? So gold, to be gold, has all those various different characteristics of whatever their molecular structure is that makes it gold, and not to be iron, or not to be silver, or not to be something else, right? So, but yet, so gold as a group always remains. Those rules and details of existence always are constant for gold. That doesn't change. Otherwise, you don't have gold, right? But the individuals, I mean, if you take specimens of gold, right? So you can change that. You can change it in physical ways that'll no longer become gold. It'll be you can join it with other elements and it'll turn into something different, right? But gold as a general group, as an element, the element of gold always remains the same. That's impossible for it to change. So I think that's a little bit what's being explained over here at this point. Okay, so when you're dealing with a group, right? So that group, whatever, let's say Klal Yisrael. So Klal Yisrael has various different unique individual qualities. It's separated completely and absolutely from anything else in the universe, right? And those unique absolute differences will always remain the same. Now you can take individual Jews and they can be, you can change them to some extent or another, but the general group of Klal Yisrael, that remains as a group according to its basic characteristics, which are unchangeable. Okay, let's continue on.
Let's see. Lefichach im mizacha harabim shaharabim nichshavim klal echad. V'haklal le hu mi beli shinui l'chach ein chet ba ol yado sheyeh ba'al shinui kamo shehu shaykh la'adam ha'arte. Haprati specifically. Okay,
Well,
so therefore, if somebody benefits the public, that the public, what is nechshavim?
It's considered.
Is considered one group, and the group is without change.
Right. That right. If a person therefore is going to benefit the Rabim, and the Rabim is considered to be one group, Klali who mibli shinui, and groups exist without any change.
Therefore, no sin will come into the group, I guess. That it is a master of change.
Well, it says ve'ein chet ba'ayado sheyeh ba'al shinui kamo hu shayach l'adam haprati, meaning the one who is mezaka the Rabim, and since the Rabim is a group, and a group by nature is without any change. Therefore, a chet will not come to a person that as if he would be a Baal Shinui, something which is subject to change. Kamoshu Shayak Ladam Aprati, meaning a person who's an individual person, right? So he's subject to change. But if a person who's Mazak the Rabim, he's benefiting the Rabim since he's attaching himself to the Rabim, and the Rabim essentially, which is a group, and a group by nature cannot change. So his association is with the group, and therefore, just as the group is not changeable, likewise, a person who is benefiting the group also by his attachment to the group, he also cannot change, and therefore chet can't come to him either, because chet is going to be a cause of change. Okay, I think it's late now, and we're going to need to go over this paragraph tomorrow again, right? To get a fuller understanding of what the Maral is teaching us. So we'll pick up again with tomorrow on this on paragraph number 4, and a little bit more clear after you review it again at least more than one, maybe twice. We'll see.
Okay, thank you, Rabbi.
Thank
Hi,
you, Lou. Very
Lou.
good reading. Thank you. And we'll take a break, and we'll be starting the Mr. Brewer shortly, Mr. Hashem.